everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm freaking out right now because Okay, yes. This is Uploading Podcast. You're listening to Uploading Podcast, the flagship podcast of owning a product and still not being able to use it. Like a PlayStation. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is me. My name is Silas. I'm your usual host in this show.
Translation, it's your boy Silas.
As usually, we are joined by fabulous, and amazing Soul Passion Gaming. Except when he annoys me, but usually he is fabulous and awesome.
When I'm most fabulous, I annoy you.
I have some personal news. I'm now certified awesome. That's such a douchebag thing to say.
It is.
I had a graduation thingy today because I'm done with school now.
Huzzah! May you get laid.
What? That's not part of it. I'm done with my system electronics technician apprenticeship, and I did a very good job. They do this thing where they give out prizes to the people who are the best, and I got 2.
Ooh!
Which is
congratulations!
This is going to sound... I don't want to sound like a fucking dumb idiot. There's the kind of people who are actually good at what they do, and then there's the kind of people who think that they are the best shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to become the second part. I think I'm very good right now at doing this electronic stuff and coding and stuff like that, but holy shit.
Yeah, I think the main thing is humility and practice and keeping with the times. Just keep learning new shit,
Yes.
Just because you're out of school now doesn't mean you ever stop learning for
That's true.
this qualification.
I never will stop learning. I won't stop learning.
Wonderful. Maybe with a little less aggression, you sound like one of those characters in a movie about eldritch horrors or magic, and they bring about an apocalypse because they have to know the secrets. I will never stop learning.
Sod's phone in the background there. This is a professional show.
Jesus, why am I getting so many?
I checked my phone, but I was smart enough to actually put it on D&D again.
That doesn't really work for me.
I'm funny because I did a thing correctly. No. Yeah.
Normally it's failing that makes you funny, but oh well.
They had me. There's what? I don't know, 200, 300 people or something in that room. And they had me go up to the front next to the speaker dude multiple times. And that made me feel so weird. I didn't like it. I really didn't like that. I don't want to stand in front of people and have all of them look at me. I think that's bad. It's not bad, but that makes me really uncomfortable. And then,
also, it's a sign of Asperger's.
And then one of my teachers was like, yeah, but that's what successful people have to deal with. And I was like, nice. And that's the weird thing is I like doing presentations and stuff. But when I stand there and there's a dude right next to me who's reading this script of how awesome I am and what awesome shit I've done in school, that made me feel really weird. But yeah, I also got, which I thought was a bit funny, obviously a lot of certificates and stuff saying oh, the best person ever and shit like that, actually serious things. But then also I got €45 for a bookstore.
Well,
it's not bad. That's kind of cool.
What hentai shall you be buying?
No.
Just walking up, playing every single one of them out on the counter. Hardcore hentai at your local Barnes & Noble or whatever the fuck you got in Germany.
I don't even know what it is. I think it's literally just a local owned business, singular store in that town.
Well, I think that tells you a lot about them then, if they're regularly ordering that in, as well as the rest of the town.
I don't know. Well, I haven't been there ever. I didn't know that existed. because I never do anything in that town because I don't live there.
Where's the local one where you live then?
In the city centre, but I can't use it. I can't use that voucher there though because it's only for that store in the town where my school is.
Fair
That little
enough.
family-run business thing, which is fine. They do have manga in the ones that I have in my town, but I don't think they have like hentai shit. But I haven't been there in like years.
I mean, if they're willing to sell nudie magazines, it's like
I don't know if they do that. I don't think so.
Again, if it's a mom and pop shop, like legitimately they may not. But like God, I can't remember what the local brand is here, but it's like they got stuff in the blacked out bags, like or just the risque covers with more things on the inside.
How do you go from I'm so happy I'm done with school now and I did really well, and you just turn it into go see if you can buy porn in your bookstore? Oh my god, I hate these recordings so much. I hate this so much. This pisses me off so much. Why is this podcast successful?
This interaction here?
Oh god,
this is why it's hilarious.
No, I don't think it is. I mean, it is. I hate it with my absolute soul. I hate it, though.
And that's what makes it funny.
Oh, God.
That specific brand of suffering for having to go is what provides the comedy.
Very happy that Merrick isn't here to also bully me. Like, actually, like at this point, I don't know.
I wouldn't qualify this as bullying. I'm not specifically doing this to get a rise out of you. I'm just being myself, and it tends to lead to these results.
Moving on to another quick info thing. If you've been using an app like Fountain or something, any podcast app that's value for value enabled, if you know what that is, then you are already using it, probably. Also, we are a tech news show, so we already have nerdy listeners anyway. So a lot of you probably know what this is, but if you don't know what it is, on some podcast players, they have like Bitcoin integration, Bitcoin Lightning integration, the kind of Bitcoin that doesn't take long, doesn't use a lot of power or that much power, and doesn't cost insane amount of fees. And you can set that up in a way where if you listen to a podcast every minute or so, the podcaster gets a tiny bit of money, which is a good idea because that's a nice way to get funding, like actually paying people for what you consume of them. The other feature that this system has are boosts, and we got some boosts. A boost is basically like a donation that you can write a message in.
Wonderful.
I didn't set up the thing correctly, so I couldn't read it. If there was a message, I don't even know. But now I do believe that it's set up correctly. If you send something that's over 50 sats, 50 sats is like, what is that worth? Like 1/10,000th of a cent or something.
Yeah, I will say, do try to reach out to us, whoever said that original boost, and we'll make sure to read off your message on stream.
Send an email to offloadingpod@gmail.com if that was a very important thing. We will be reading those messages in a new segment that's going to have some silly name and some silly intro in the future if we get some boosts of 50 or higher. Maybe I'll have to change it at some point because 50 does seem pretty low, but okay, that's fine.
I mean, that is something that happened with time. I will say, though, the intro should be serious, but the name should be silly. That is where you get comedy.
I don't know. I was thinking of using in Team Sonic Racing, they have these item things. These item things called wisps, which they take from Sonic colors.
Yep.
And when you get some, or when you get any of them, the announcer always says their name. Like, eagle or whatever, like lightning, shit like that. And one of them is just called Boost. And I want to integrate the announcer saying like Boost. I want to integrate that into some kind of intro. Because I think that's funny, because we're a gaming and tech podcast. Sonic sound funny.
I have to say, it needs to be a very somber intro until that point where the boost comes in to end it, and then we go into it. That would be very funny.
On Buscast, they have this the podcast of the people who are behind the Buzzsprout podcasting platform. They have this really weird, like, radio style jingle thing with like glitch sound effects and stuff, and then it says like, "Oh, it's time for Buzz Boost." And it's really weird because it sounds like professional radio thing, but also it has a silly name. So that is kind of what you said, but we need to make it more funny.
Yes.
We'll come up with a good name. Send us your money if you want to on the Lightning Network. Just by playing our stuff on Fountain or whatever the other apps I called. I kind of don't like Fountain because they're loud, but that's fine. If you like it, that's good. Yes. Do you have anything to say now? Or do we move on to the next people I have?
I will just like to point out that my window is open right now because heat wave currently throughout Europe. With buildings not really designed to cool off, and in fact retain heat throughout the day and into the evening. So it is very uncomfortable right now. That's true. And if you hear anything in the background, my apologies.
I don't think buildings being made to retain heat is completely true.
I mean, it is here. Like, it's where I am in like UK, Ireland. It is like really designed to retain as much heat as possible throughout like the fall and winter that get very cold, and the spring and summers for the most part being very temperate, easily slipping into chilly. So it's like,
do you not use bricks though? Because we use mostly bricks in Germany, and they do a good job of keeping heat in and out. If you use your window correctly,
there's some amount of bricks, but it's also like a lot of insulation, Like a lot.
Yeah, I think in this case, like an older home that's like made of like mostly bricks and stuff would probably be better.
Yeah,
I don't know though. I've no idea.
That would be pretty old. Everything since like the Keep in mind the 90s is 30 years ago, so
I know
those are old houses.
Grandparents, they built a new house in 2006 with bricks, and that's like nicely cool inside. It's like almost as if they have air conditioning, but they don't. They just don't. Weird. It does a really good job, and that's awesome.
I have no idea. Maybe it's like a cultural thing. Like, that is just not how houses are built over here.
Probably different types of bricks and stuff as well, though, so I have no idea. Very complex. We are not building, people. We have no idea. I don't even think we could build a single wall completely correctly. At least I couldn't. It would be really crooked. So give money to Sod so he can buy a portable AC unit. Not a PC.
I got way bigger things I need to worry about. Actually, I could probably get the 2-in-1 for that's also like AC, but also a heater for the winter. So, yeah, no, actually do give me money for that, please.
A reversible AC unit / heat pump, whatever you want to call that.
Well, I mean, it's
really
just like
good.
Yeah, heating coils that then the fan pushes out, and then it just doesn't activate the heating coils
No, that's horrible. That's not what it is. A reversible AC unit. You know, an air conditioner gets hot outside, right? If you reverse it, the hot side is in your room, and the cold side is outside, and then you get warming. That's how a heat pump works. It's just a reversed AC. There's a long, if you are interested in that, because heat pumps, amazing technology. Like, if you have a heat pump, they have like 400 to 500% efficiency compared to just using the heat, the electricity to heat stuff directly. It's amazing, and I'm amazed that nobody's using it because everyone seems to be an idiot. Technology Connections, good channel. He's done a great series on it. Really long videos, really nerdy videos, but Most of you, I assume, would probably be watching it already anyways, but yeah.
Now, where was I? I believe we've already...
Yeah, what? I have a thing written down, which is Stray.
You also did the boosting previously.
I said that already, yeah.
Yeah, I will say I don't want spoilers for Stray, because I might do that myself on stream at some point.
I've not played it. I've not played it at all.
Yeah,
if you don't know what Stray is.
I think you're going to be talking about it, so I want nothing more than the base
really. It's just about a side effect of it.
I want a bathroom break, so away I go.
Right now, really? No, I need your reaction for it, though.
Okay.
Wait, I'll take like a minute. It's the game. It's one of the. It's like, I don't know what exactly it is, but you're a cat.
Yeah.
Walking around, and some like fucking like, I don't know what it is. You just walk around as a cat and you can do shit. I don't know what the game is. I'm not going to buy it because of my don't buy a fucking game if you haven't played your Steam library rule, which I broke for Sonic Origins and then broke again for Cloneur Phantom, whatever the fuck it is, the Cloneur remakes.
The Phantom Clitoris.
There is. Oh my god. Fantasy Reverie series. That's not even close to whatever you said. Phantom Clitoris. No.
Yeah, you just stroke like.
Well, I fucked up sort of saying.
You're the device.
Oh my god.
Like a phantom limb. Oh, you just start doing both at the same time, and you switch over just doing the phantom one, and it gets the same results.
It's not that funny, is it?
It got to me though.
It's not that funny.
It's not hilarious, but it tickles me. It tickles me. Unlike what you'd be doing to that woman's clitoris. And what's the thing you want me to react to?
You motherfucker. The thing that I just wanted to say is I found this funny, innocent account on Twitter, which, what is it called? Oh no, I closed it. I closed it. Fuck.
Oh, apps.
Cats. Something with cats.
Moving straight on from the clitoris to the butthole, then. With the cats film. With the bad CGI.
God. It's called at Cats Watch Stray. The whole point of this account is that when people tweet something like a picture or video of their IRL cats looking at the screen, watching the cat in Stray walk around and do shit. That's the whole point, just retweeting those kind of videos and photos. So I think it's absolutely amazing. All cats seem to be attracted to just what? Just go to that account, just look at it. Every fucking cat is just looking at like the laptop or the TV screen, just watching Stray. I think that's hilarious. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, not surprising. I have to imagine like they're trying to suss out said cat, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting if you're a cat. Our cat, one of our cats, the black one, the black cat, the lovely one, which is a very nice black cat, Cookie the cat. You can see a picture of her on my Twitter account. She really likes to watch Tom and Jerry cartoons. I don't think she understands that that's a cat and a mouse, but like it's high contrast and high color and like high motion. So I think that's just interesting to watch. But in that case, with Stray, I think that they actually realize that it's supposed to be a cat and then get interested. I think that's hilarious, though.
That is very neat.
Go at Cats Watch Strays or whatever it's called. Just type that in. Search for it and then be delighted. Be absolutely delighted.
Yeah, I feel like there was a second thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know, maybe it was just simping over fighting girls, because I rated the same person again. I was playing the fighting games, and oh boy, aren't they hot, ladies. Anywho, the actual thing I had concrete that I want to remember is a new anime season's about. What are you watching? Do you have anything you want to recommend? Sorry, I was posing it to the audience.
I
but
know,
okay,
but nothing.
You have anything you want to recommend to me or see me do a review of at some point? I do only work with dubs only, unfortunately. Just dyslexia, ADHD, Asperger's.
Correct way to do it.
Difficult. Anyhow, but yeah. If you got anything you want me to review at some point or just something you want to recommend, feel free to mention it at the Twitter Uploading Podcast or, at the Gmail. Or at me on Twitter on my Discord.
I'm telling you, nobody will do anything. It's been 2 weeks now since Sod asked you about, do you prefer when, in fighting games, the input changes depending on orientation or if it stays the same?
And that breaks my heart.
Nobody's answered anything. No emails whatsoever. Nobody's even, looked at the tweet, I think.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you don't do a lot on the account, Silas. What
am I supposed to write there? What? It's a notification system for when you get the fucking episodes out. That's it.
I don't know, retweet news stories occasionally that you find interesting, etc.
Okay, the tweet has been viewed 18 times.
Yeah, not a lot of subscribers there. You need to do a little more. Not, full disclosure, I don't have access to the account, so...
No, that's probably for the best, because you'll do weird shit.
Well, have you not seen me keeping it under control on my main account? For goodness sake.
That's your account, though. Not mine or the show's.
Okay, whatever.
I don't trust you,
yeah.
Or at all, maybe at this point. No, that's not true. That's a lie.
Anyhow, where was I? Yeah, Silas, do you have anything you want to ask them and see if they'll follow through on it or not? I feel like we're not really implementing that enough, but anyhow. Well, actually, I do want to hear if you have anything before I go for that bathroom break.
Holy shit, it's actually starting to thunder real hard. Oh no!
I'm going to take that as a no then.
It's really also... Well, has there ever been some piece of electronic that got fucked up by lightning?
Ooh.
That actually is an interesting question. If you have a funny lightning story, you were playing Team Sonic Racing and you got lightning, and right then lightning struck your house and you died. That's a funny story. Uploadingpod@gmail.com or
I wonder how you wrote that to us.
That's I'm concerned now. The 25th of July, Monday, 2022, when this is getting released. I think these days of the year days are getting more and more ridiculous. Because it is Carousel Day.
You spin me right around, baby, right around, something.
Find a local fair or amusement park or a designated carousel and and have some old-fashioned fun. Oh, wow. Since the 1800s, carousels are all about children, laughing as they go round and round, and have been a huge part of American history. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's very underwhelming, I think. It is another type of day because it is National Hot Fudge Sundae Day.
Ooh la la. Double entendre.
Fudge and ice cream, one of the greatest combos in the world. Head to an ice cream parlor or make your own tasty, creamy, sweet hot fudge sundae at home.
Make your own tasty cream phrasing.
Tasty, creamy, sweet, hot fudge sundae. Fudge.
I also feel
Why
like
is that funny? It's food. Do you fuck your food?
Some people do.
That was not the question. Do you stick your dick in a burger?
No.
Okay.
But I don't need to do something to
But you thought for all years of your life, you thought bubble tea meant someone putting tea between their tits.
Not all years of my life, just the last 2 years when it's become a meme.
It's not a meme, it's just a drink.
I'm also surprised it is an actual drink. I'm not gonna lie.
It's hard to go wrong with ice cream, no matter what you do with it. It seems like it always results in something delicious. Oh my god. Let's not read the rest of this because let's just
read it. No, keep reading. On. Keep reading it.
No,
come on.
I'm not going to keep reading. You're annoying me to no end.
We got so much more to mine from it.
Ice cream sandwiches, ice cream cake, milkshakes, ice cream fondue. Oh, I've never heard of that actually, really.
Really? Yeah, that's...
Need we say more? And one of the few things that can make ice cream even better is... Oh, no.
Come on, say it.
A few things that can make ice cream better is thick, hot, sweet fudge. Fudge and ice cream. If that's not a reason for celebration, what is?
There's some... Oh god, there's so much going on there. Why do they write
it like this? It's made for Sod and his shitty mind. Now, a day that I think that I like is National Wine and Cheese Day. We will skip over. Fuck you! Don't speak of fudge ever again. National Wine and Cheese Day. There are some things in the world that were just meant to go together, like chocolate and peanut butter, oil and vinegar, and of course wine and cheese. Since time out of mind, wine and cheese have been... I don't know what since time out of mind means. Some shitty...
In memorial? Since time immemorial.
It just says, since time out of mind, wine and cheese have been paired together and served at all the most important of events among the highest class of people. Wine and Cheese Day celebrates this eternal bonding and the elegance it engenders. Some really pretentious fucker wrote this. I like cheese that doesn't have a lot of lactose in it. And I like wine. It's also... Oh, God. This is the last one, actually. It's not that many days off the year today. National Thread the Needle Day. Look at your life and see if there are any areas where you feel stuck between two paths. Mm-hmm. Maybe there's a way to thread the needle and have it both ways. I believe it is time for... The real
topics.
Yes.
Which ones do you want to cover today, Silas?
I want to do 2 and 4.
That leaves me with number 1. Let me take a big old sip of coffee.
Ooh. Sip of coffee? Okay.
More of a gulp, really. That's half a cup down there right now. Topic number 1. PlayStation outage meant some PS5 and PS4 owners couldn't start games or access multiplayer. The PlayStation Network experienced some issues on Tuesday. At the same time, Sony's PlayStation status page says that they'll said that that's a copy of it. Status page said that things like launching games, buying, downloading, and browsing games, and signing into your account may have been impacted. The issue popped up just a few hours after the release of Stray, the futuristic adventure game starring a cat. Everybody is playing. Sony didn't give a specific reason as to why there were problems, so I'm going to place the blame for the outage squarely on the cute kitty. The cat wreaked havoc. It's not clear how widespread the issues were. Things seemed to work fine on my PS5, though I saw a lot of people report issues on Twitter, and there was a spike of user reports of problems on Down Detector. Maybe some over at Sony fed the cat to get the things fixed. No, that's a cute, wholesome one.
It's not a bad story.
Really, it would be interesting to play that game, but I want to wait a bit, you know?
Yeah.
I'll wait a bit, let everyone get it out of the system, and maybe then I'll come around and give it a shot.
I don't like the fact that some servers can be down and then you can't launch your own games. Partly.
Yeah, it's messed up.
That's pretty shit.
That's really messed
dumb.
up.
I'm wondering what's going to happen when eventually the PS4 and PS5 servers just get completely shut down. Like in 10 years or something, can you just not play your PS4 games anymore at that point? Or will they implement some kind of feature or maybe open source their server software? I think that's what they should do. Just open source the server software so other people can maintain it.
Let's be real, they're not going to do that.
They're not going to do that. Not without legislation, definitely not. Oh,
yeah, it sucks.
What a shit story. Now I'm sad, but not really. Because we have the next story, which I don't know if is it a positive one. It's a funny one. Oh my god. Do we have anything more to say on number one? No?
I'm kind of good. That covers it all.
Yeah.
And, cute cat
really
game.
Short one, yeah. So we'll move on to topic number 2, which is a longer one. Topic number 2. Diablo Immortal is in trouble in China due to Winnie the Pooh. By the way, a garbage game. People really hate it. Actual Diablo players really hate it. And then again,
from what I understand, it's the late game where you have to level up all your equipment when that becomes a real problem. I've heard that playing through the main campaign up until that point is somewhat decent, Does
it have a campaign even? I don't even know. I just remember that people don't like it because of microtransactions, and then it made millions and millions and more money than they ever expected to make from it. And I'm like, wow, the gaming industry sucks and we're to blame. There's fucking gamers who keep buying dumb shit.
It's not more than you could ever possibly expect, because, just do the numbers on,
But if you do a forecast and then the gamers who apparently hate it...
Silas, let me finish my thing.
That's garbage. That's not a good point. What is your point?
Just take Elden Ring, which just on its opening day alone sold 13 million copies, and each one of them costs $60, and if you want to take tax out of it, put that down to 45 or so, and multiply that by 13 million, and you tell me how close that is to
That's different though. That's a game people like.
I'm just saying, if they had just sold a decent mobile version of the game that was well designed and people liked, it would have blown this 50 million out of the water.
It has a score of 0.2 out of 10 points. How does a game that has a score of 0.2 make $1 million per day? Are you serious, you fucking piece of shit gamers? Really? Why? Why would you even consider playing a game where everybody just seems to really fucking hate it? Let's look at it on Metacritic, where it has a 0.4 out of 6,000 ratings. Yeah, and people hate it. Fuck your daily login system, and it's not fun. Shitty battle pass. Don't you all have credit cards? That would have been I don't know, another stain on Blizzard's name. Apparently you can't even play it without a credit card. Pay to win. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people are calling out for extremely pay to win. And also the game has literally been banned, I think, in Belgium and maybe another country already. So it's not a good idea, this game, apparently. But it's, good job, Diablo Immortal team, for making $24 million in 2 weeks. Good job. In a game that sucks. Let's read the actual story now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And the story is... Diablo Immortal, the free-to-play Diablo game for mobile and PC, was delayed in China last month because of a social media post that could be interpreted as criticism of Chinese President Xi Jinping. according to Bloomberg. The post, which came from the official Diablo Immortal Weibo account, reportedly alluded to Winnie the Pooh, who has been banned from the internet in China because he is used to make fun of the president. Bloomberg says the account has since been suspended for violating relevant laws and regulations. Diablo Immortal is now set to launch in China on 25th of July, when this is releasing. So go Google if it actually released or what happened. Though the date could still shift, Bloomberg reports. The game, which was co-developed by Blizzard Entertainment and Chinese tech giant NetEase, has been out for more than a month in many countries, but was delayed just a few days before its scheduled release on the 23rd of June in China. Chinese release. In a short post about the delay on its Chinese website, Blizzard said that the development team would be making optimizations to the game, but did not reference that social media post. Oh my god. God damn it. Even though Diablo Immortal hasn't come out in China yet, Blizzard said in June that the game had the biggest launch in franchise history. But the game has received some criticism for how much it costs to upgrade your character, and launching with some bugs when playing on Samsung devices with Exynos chips. See? It costs too much to upgrade you. You pay to upgrade your character. I don't even want to try, even though it's free.
Yeah, like that's the stage where it costs, like that's where everyone gets mad at. From what I've heard, the campaign before you get to the late game where you have to upgrade all your equipment to like increase your abilities of your character. It's all right, but like that shouldn't like be a good enough reason to justify like the game itself. It's also like very slimy. I believe like he was trying to like contract lawyer it about saying, hey, we're not going to sell you pay to win mechanics, and it's like just upgrade your material, you know, because like your material isn't equipment. Oh yeah, he wasn't going to sell you like equipment that's like very good. Paywall that. They're just going to sell you the resources you use to upgrade your equipment. There we are.
It literally said, I found this article on Game Rant where it says, mathematically, you have to play the game for over 10 years or spend $10,000 to actually beat Diablo's endgame.
No, it's like way more than that
all
now.
top gear, gems, and items. That's not good.
I heard the number was around like over 100,000 actually.
Maybe that's just misremembered, but this says 10k or 10 years of your time. Like, not even 10 years of like playing the game, but like in actual playing time. From the 15th of
this
June.
month?
No, of June. When it released, after its release.
Yeah, like all that came out like well after. The first one was like a streamer spending 16k to get a single gem. And like after that,
I don't give a shit. Don't play this game.
Yeah,
don't
okay,
buy
whatever.
shit like whatever the fuck. I don't care how much it costs. If it costs any money to play the game, if it's free to play in this kind of way, fucking don't do it. Don't buy skins in games, except if it's completely free to play, like I don't know, fucking Fortnite or something. Yeah, okay, throw a tenner at it, but that's it. Maybe 20 quid, maybe 30 if you're rich. Don't put that much more into it, though. Like, fuck, there's people who spend like $500,000 on games. Do you really get enough money out of that? Like, enough value?
I'd have to say no.
I really don't think so. If it's absolutely fun to you, amazing, sure, but that's not a smart move, is it? Especially if it's, like, a game that you've paid for. The only things that I support is like DLC that's like structured like old-fashioned expansions, or something like with Mario Kart where you pay like, I forgot what it is, where you pay X amount of money and you get like 48 new tracks or something. That's fine to me, but like different looking clothes, why really? And how much do you need? Why? Again, slightly different for a free-to-play game. Put a bit money into that because it's the only income they have. But always keep your money in check with any microtransactions.
Yeah, they get insidious after a while.
Especially if you use a credit card. Really fucking watch out then. Oh, God. I'm done with the topic. Do you have more?
No, I pretty much interjected everything I want.
Oh, by the way, also
relevant.
I think I remembered something now. I think Minecraft Bedrock Edition, not Java Edition, Minecraft Bedrock with the marketplace where regular people can just sign up and make new maps and new texture packs and stuff. I think kind of paying for that is also fine, paying for a lot of work being put into Minecraft shaders or textures and stuff, so it looks a lot nicer than it normally does. I think that's also fine too, because that's actually changing shit. Mods and stuff also take a lot of time and money to develop. But not fucking, oh, my character is green now and looks like a leprechaun now, except it used to be a knight before, so now people will get confused because they don't recognize this champion that I'm playing as anymore, which is also stupid, but okay. Now I'm done.
Topic number 3. Apple denies any wrongdoing in a 50 million butterfly keyboards settlement. Apple has agreed to pay off disenchanted customers who were irked by its problematic butterfly keyboard key switch design, reports Reuters. Late on Monday, a settlement for $50 million was filed, still awaiting the judge's approval. That will compensate class action customers in California, Florida, Illinois, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, and Washington. Apple introduced the butterfly keyboard design back in 2015. At its unveiling, it was heralded for facilitating how do you pronounce that? Facilitating, there we are. Slimmer laptops designs. It debuted in the MacBook Air, as well as a greater precision, quietness, and stability. Unfortunately, these keyboards quickly gained a reputation for being unreliable, with keys failing to register actions, authentications, or becoming
actuations. That's when it gets pressed. Actuation.
Jesus.
Technical term for when it gets pressed, yeah.
Okay. Or becoming sticky, and so on. An inherent problem opens in new tab. What?
No, that's for the link. That's for I should have deleted that. That's for the link problem.
Yeah.
Opens
an inherent problem in the design was that it was susceptible to dust and particulate matter ingress. Though Apple went through several generations of butterfly switches with additions such as dust membranes, Apple laptop enthusiasts were relieved when simpler and more reliable scissor switch returned in 2019. So if you bought one of the Mac laptops with a butterfly keyboard during the period in the US states, this class action covers what you can hope to gain by way of compensation. The answer is that most will get very little. Lawyers expect the highest compensation amount will be $395 for those who replace multiple MacBook keyboards. More common would be those affected by a single laptop needing a keyboard replacement. And these people will get up to $125 in compensation. Lastly, Mac users who replace keys rather than the whole keyboard online for $50. Obviously, the 50 million cake is being cut into very thin slices. Conversely, lawyers working on the class action lawsuit seek fees up to $15 million. Well, okay, that's a bit much.
Yes.
They could get a good cut, but 15 million. Jesus. If you're still suffering from the butterfly keyboard blues, you have our symphonies. and you remain eligible for 4 years of free keyboard repairs. Well, that's nice. But yeah, shit product caused a lot of headaches for people, and now it's a class action lawsuit.
It was a huge problem, actually.
A tale as old as time.
They made this big deal out of it, where they were like, wow, we've been using these scissor keyboards for like since computers were invented, and they are shit because when you press like the space bar down, one part goes down slightly first, and then it's like slightly how do you call that, like slight, what does that mean? It's
slightly
not stable.
Out of sync.
No, it's just
unstable,
crooked.
Yeah,
well, stability means that it goes down like parallel to the keyboard and it doesn't tilt. But the keys on scissor switches on laptops, they kind of like tilt when you press them, not completely in the center. And Apple thought that sucked. So they made the keyboard which breaks from literally single pieces of dust. Literally singular pieces of dust would fuck it up. Like, they would open it up, it looks completely clean, and it wouldn't work. That's how shit it was.
Wow.
I'm amazed how you can claim that your product wasn't complete shit while paying $50 million to people who replaced it because it was shit.
That is honestly
pathetic. That's completely dumb. Yeah. Innovation, very good. But then releasing a product, realizing that it sucks, sticking to it and adding like a membrane to it where it's like, oh, now it takes 2 months instead of 1 for a piece of dust to get in. Wow. That's pretty silly product, you guys. Yeah, but it's fine. I hope that all of you who have issues or had issues with the butterfly switches get some money out of this, because it must have been really annoying. Topic number 4. Samsung plans to invest $200 billion in Texas for 11 new semiconductor fabs. Samsung has taken the first steps on the road towards erecting 11 new semiconductor factories in Texas. The company recently filed for... Oh my god. The company recently filed for 11 applications seeking tax breaks for building the facilities.
Of course they start tax breaks instead of just building something that would be profitable for them and just being happy with that. No, they need even more money. Wait
until it's done. Wait. The company recently filed for 11 applications seeking tax breaks for building the facilities with the Taylor and Manor school districts. These applications, which fall within the Chapter 313 incentives program that is expiring this year, were posted Wednesday afternoon on the Texas Comptroller's, is that a real word? Website. Comptroller?
Yeah, that's a weird word.
That's what they used to call internet trolls before, like, just troll became a thing. Comptroll. That's a comptroll, person who writes weird things on their IBM computer. That's not a funny joke. Nah.
Ooh, self-affection.
Were posted on the comptroller's website and would signify a $192 billion US dollar investment and the potential for around 10,000 jobs. These are numbers. These are numbers usually reserved.
These are numbers.
Oh my god, that was a weird sentence start.
I know, it's like funny.
Usually reserved for federal government level projects and dwarf any single Intel investment announcement. It's also 4 times larger a commitment than even the struggling $52 billion US dollar United States Innovation and Competition Act is aiming to inject on domestic manufacturing capabilities. It's languishing in Congress on account of bipartisan differences Oh,
i.e.,
what is that?
Republicans just say no to things. Yay.
Yes. The differences has even led Intel to delay groundbreaking on its new Ohio facilities while threatening to move to greener fields in the heart of Europe.
Wonderful.
Samsung's plans aim to build 11 new semiconductor facilities within 2 decades, with the earliest of them being projected for operation in 2034. Others would come online towards 2042. If Samsung's intention materializes, the company would be pouring $217 billion towards Texan's semiconductor manufacturing infrastructure, considering its recent announcement of a $17 billion manufacturing plant in Taylor, also in Texas. I think that's pretty good. If we look at the article itself...
If it happens, it's pretty good.
Yeah, if we look at the article itself, they do mention what the tax break would be for Samsung.
Mm-hmm.
They say so after the sentence where it says, considering its recent announcement of a $17 billion manufacturing plant in Taylor, after that sentence, it says of that investment, Samsung could see a $4.8 billion rebate on tax breaks alone. I'm not sure if that refers to only the $17 billion in Taylor or for the entire $217 billion. So,
well, I don't think it would be a big brag if they were investing like $217 billion. I'm pretty sure it's only for the $17 million one.
This is pretty cool, though, especially because like Texas is already like a semiconductor place historically. You know, Texas Instruments and other companies there. Obviously, Texas Instruments is the only one I can remember now because it literally has Texas in the name. Yeah, but pretty cool. 1,800 new jobs located in Austin. That'd be pretty cool. Taylor, 8,200 new jobs. I think that is pretty good. Good job if you do it. Obviously, things like this take time because this is like cutting edge technology shit. And big ones at that too. Big stuff to build. Good job. If you do it. Good job. Good on you.
Yes, thank you very much for your
I like it.
service.
This means
vital things.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This means that we'll get away from China or Taiwan, or more independent from them, because we'll have plans in Germany and Ireland and whatever the fuck it was that Intel is doing.
Yeah. Someone else in the United States.
And in Ohio. And now Samsung too in the States. I think that's really cool. I think that's actually pretty good. Don't know why they're doing it. Probably for the tax stuff, but for
also
there must be some other reason too. I think they know that they're kind of fucked if China decides to do something. So
yeah, that's exactly why. To be honest, I'm surprised they're not like at least fast tracking at least one of these. Each like just one where it's like, okay, even if this costs us like double the amount of money, we need this up and running within the next like 3 years or less.
That depends on how fast you can even build this at all.
Yeah. I mean, with enough money and enough manpower, like, that will surely speed things up.
I mean, it takes them like half a year or something to like start even manufacturing new chips and stuff. So building the whole manufacturing plant does take some time, definitely. It's not like mom and pop shop where they like chop some wood and then you get a table. That's not it. But I believe that's all that we have to say. Is that correct?
Yes, I think that's it.
Nice.
I got a nice little neat little story there.
I think overall this was a good show today. Send us a boost over 50 sats and we'll read your comments and whatever you're saying in the boost. Use the cool Fountain app, or whatever you want to use if you want that. Also, write a review of the show if you want to get the review featured. Write something funny.
Those on the YouTube channel watching this there, be sure to comment, like that video.
Nobody is.
Well, I'm going to call it out regardless.
We have a YouTube channel, by the way, yes. There's a clips channel and the full episode channel. Eventually, we will turn the clips channel into like a Silas Podcasts clips channel if we start more shows, which are in planning, on my side at least. So yeah, subscribe to both of the channels if you like. Find them in the link tree, I believe. Go to link tree and it says, that's just the YouTube video linked at the top. And if you scroll down, there also is the full episodes on YouTube. Just click on that. And from there, do I have to add the clips channel there too? I don't want to. A quick FYI, the name change is still probably happening. I don't think we discussed it more. Name change is still happening. And also, we will eventually be switching the podcast hosting platform. So also be prepared
Keep an eye out for that.
Keep an eye out for that. I'll have to look into how that's going to be changing on your ends. We'll probably just set up a redirect for like half a year or something and then eventually get rid of the old feed. Hopefully getting people to move over to the new one. The dumb thing is when you move feeds, sometimes you'll end up with like multiple versions of uploading podcasts.
Oh, boy.
Some subscribe to the old platform, some for the newer ones, and then when you delete the old one, you lose like half your viewers, or half your listeners or something. We'll figure something out. You will definitely hear about it, and my suggestion would then just be to go onto the link tree then, not now, go to the link tree then and just resubscribe using that link. But that's a tale for the future. That's going to be a thing.
Speaking of link trees,
be happening in like a month or something. Yes.
Be sure to follow all of mine and Silas's stuff that you can find via the link trees, and I'll house within the link tree for this one. Uploading podcast. You can watch Silas at Silas Does Linux, and you can find me on Sod Passion Gaming and Sod Passion Projects. On YouTube, and also Sod Passion Gaming is also here on Trollo. Silas, please. Here on Trollo and Twitch as well.
Trovo.
Not Trovo.
Trollo? What is this?
I will never say that
trolling
correctly.
Platform.
Anyhow, you can find me in all sorts of places, and I dearly appreciate a follow. Now, without further ado, we have nothing else to go over, correct?
Send us an email for stories. We'll read it on the show.
And comment when available. And now, time to say ta-ta, wiedersehen, until we meet again. Bye-bye.
Is it thundering now? Oh, what the hell? Well, that's good, because it's been like everywhere in the news. It's like, oh, new wildfire right there. Don't fucking barbecue outside. And look, another fucking fire again.
You thought, wow, a heat wave where people are putting out like temperature warnings is a good time to barbecue out in nature.
Well, we're Germans.
Have you learned?
We eat exclusively pig meat.
Have the Germans said nothing from the gender reveal parties? The countless wildfires started because of them. That's somewhat of a joke, but also, yeah, it's true. Like, several severe wildfires have been started because of gender reveal parties.
Why do they try setting their babies on fire?
No, they have a little explosive device that releases a puff of smoke.
I think you're talking about like tribal abortion methods or something.
No, it's literally just a small incinerator device that releases a puff of smoke that's either blue or pink depending on the gender of the baby.
That's not funny though. That's not the joke. Okay.
And then it sends a wildfire.
Pink for the boy, blue also for the boy.
That's confusing. Like, say, put F fit into your jokes, man.
No.
Fuck you.